Good morning. This game is quite loud, and I don't quite know why. Let's get in there and turn it down a little bit, shall we? I'm just gonna get into the game, so let's go back to Boo. Is it? Is it? Back up. Oh, I meant to record this. I'll just download it. Alright, we're gonna do Dragon Quest 1, not DQ2. Thanks to the heroic efforts of the legendary Erdrick, the Lord of the Underworld was defeated, and peace returned to the land of Elfgar. Recall, in Dragon Quest 3, prequel to Dragon Quest 1, your hero's name ends up being Erdrick, which is why you cannot name him Erdrick as you go. I forget what the specifics of it are, but either way. Yet this peace was not to last, as the diabolical Dragon Lord rose up and unleashed horde upon horde of monsters in the realm once more. Now it falls to you, Erdrick's descendant, to lay the fiend low and rescue the world from the light. So I am not Erdrick in this game. I am a descendant. Okay. So we're going to play Dragon Quest 1. Venture forth, create a new adventure. That one, my name will be Samus. Samus. I should do that. No. Sammer. Please decide upon a name. Are you happy to proceed with the name Samus? What language do you want the characters to speak in? English, please. Do you want to display the location of your current objective on the map? Yes, please. Select a difficulty mode. Dragon Quest. You happy to start your adventure with these settings? I am. The game will automatically save your progress from time to time, like when you enter a town or dungeon. Do not quit the game while the adventure log icon is displayed. I'll do my best.
Hear me, hero. Can you hear me? A great darkness threatens this world. Left unchecked, it will swallow it entirely. It may already be too late. Nevertheless, perhaps you, Sign of Erdrick, might prevail. Please, you must make for Tantacha. You must do all that you can. The fate of the world rests with you.
That's right. One is a solo adventure for the most part. They're sticking to, I'm curious as to what's changed. I have a feeling nothing. I have a feeling literally nothing has changed between these games. Oh, they're not voiced like they were in 3. Damn it. Canst thou stand? Speak to me. Tis not. I can fight yet. I can yet fight. Oh, look at all these slimes and these dragons. But we find ourselves surrounded, Captain. All is surely lost. Cannot permit it to be. Or should we fall, who shall remain to keep the fiends from our kith and kin? Kith, no kith, and kin. Who? Thou art here to aid us. We are in thy debt, stranger. Hadst thou not come to our aid, we might well have perished. I have to push the button now? Okay. Indeed, best a whole host of monsters single-handedly is the work of no ordinary warrior. If I might ask, bringeth thee to the forest alone, stranger? Journeyest thou somewhere? So what happened was, I'm a descendant, and I need a zounds. Thou art of the line of the mighty Erdrick? The hero of legend, hence thy prowess with the blade. And the voice heard in the dream did truly tell thee to make for Tantagel. Nonsense. Such talk is the stuff of fairy tale. Hold thy tongue. Thou addressest our deliverer. Stranger, we are guardsmen of the king of the fairy world. Allow us to escort thee hence. 'Tis the very least we can do. Behold, yonder lieth fair Tantagel. Tantagel or Tantagel? And beyond it, that accursed eye, upon which standeth the dwelling place of that foul demon who did appear as if from nowhere, to lead the fiends against us. And the dragon. Tantagel. We shall go ahead and inform the king of thy coming. His esteemed Majesty Loric XVI will surely grant an audience to one such as thee. Truly, Captain, we have only this man's word that he is indeed a scion of the legendary hero. The veracity of that claim is neither here nor there. And we were delivered from marauding fiends by his courage and strength of arms is enough. Tantagel, nay, our entire world hath need of such warriors as he. Ah, well, forgive me, stranger. I have not yet asked of thee thy name. To whom shall I inform his majesty that we owe our lives? Nameth him.
Well met, traveller. It seemeth thou art a warrior of great skill. We have long awaited the coming of one such as thee. The captain did relate to me the tale of how thou didst best a whole horde of fiends single-handedly, and did thereby deliver he and his comrades from peril. And
Interesting
not only
that
this,
the opening
thou art of the bloodline
section was
of
not
mighty
voiced,
Erdrick.
but this is.
Is this true?
Then thou knowest, of course, the legend of thine ancestors' deeds.
Hi.
But of course thou dost. Even babes in arms know the tale by heart. In days of yore, thy revered ancestor did receive of the almighty goddess the sphere of light, and by its power was our world rid of the monstrous menace that beset it. Yet the tales make no mention of any of the hero's bloodline having survived to the present day. Thou truly believest it to be so? That thou art of the line of Erdrick? Praise be! These are glad tidings indeed. But Possessest thou proof, perhaps, of this claim? Or are we to believe it based solely on a voice heard in a dream? Thou plainly wearest thy heart on thy sleeve, young man. 'Tis an endearing trait indeed. Mine own line is one intimately entwined with that of the hero of legend. And according to the tales passed down among us, the hero who laid low the lord of the underworld was also guided by a voice heard in dreams.
Majesty, please. It will not do to share the secrets of the royal line so freely.
Calm thyself. Though we lack for proof, I would place my faith in this youngster nonetheless. Better that than lose all hope for the salvation of our benighted realm.
Yes, Majesty.
Now, young hero, thou too wouldst know the truth of thy bloodline, wouldst thou not? Then hie thee to the cave that doth bear thine ancestors' title, and to the Shrine of Rain. Return to me with what thou findest there. This shall be thy reward for aiding my guardsmen. Go forth, brave hero, and may the goddess guide thee.
$120, that's it. Putting the main menu is easy. Just give triangle a press. Okay. Anytime during a conversation or immediately after it's ended, you can commit what you heard to memory by pressing the start button. It's the sideways hamburger, but it's just the hamburger. Anything you've chosen to keep in mind can be revisited by selecting recall in the menu. Alright, I've committed it to okay, there's things for me to get here. Pot on the second floor balcony. Okay, circle makes me run faster. I can just speak to people. I don't need to open a menu to do it. No, thank God. No hero should ever deem himself too busy to engage in idle conversation, not as trivial as it may seem. There's a pot here that has a thing somewhere. This is it. Arrow has a seed of magic. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the second floor. This is good. Where's got shift? I think that's it. We're gonna get from here down. Castle backyard shit. There's a backyard. How does a castle have a backyard? To be alone with my beloved is to forget that all that threatens this world. Alas, I cannot put our plight entirely off from my thoughts. My lover informeth me that were our world to be destroyed, our love too most surely perish. It'll live on forever in your hearts. That I might pass all the remaining days of my life alone with my beloved. Yet the knowledge that the monster might rob us of this simple joy at any moment weigheth heavy on my mind. Uh-huh. Ah, thy shed. A chimera wing. Okay. Means I can fly where I want. Pots and castle backyard on this side. You know, not for nothing. These HD-2D games are really pretty. And I like what they do with them. I think they look good. Oh, there's a secret basement, which is, I think, this over here. And it's got wealth of money. Ta-da. Who dis? Let's talk to this man. Door's locked. Never mind, we won't talk to this man. We'll come back and talk to this man at some point. From my understanding, this game is... Dragon Quest 1 is very short. I'm talking like 10, 12 hours short. I mean, it was an NES game for heaven's sake. It was the first consoleized JR. I think that's correct. Is it Dragon Quest predates Final Fantasy for years. And while it's not the first JRPG, it is what most individuals would refer to as the first JRPG, which is just is a fallacy. It is unfortunate that it's not. But also that's through the lens of Western media to an extent. It seems weird to say, and it seems like I'm sitting on like a pedestal. Like, if you don't know, there were several JRPGs before Dragon Quest. Like, yeah, I mean, sure, it's just a lack of knowledge. It's not, whatever it is. No, there were several. I mean, Falcom existed before. I mean, shit, I don't even think this is Enix's first RPG technically. And everything stems from wizardry, so we can thank the West. Alright, barrel and dining area in Castle first floor on the southwest side. It's a seat of chili. Okay. Plot southwest of the dining area is holy water. Right here. There's an NPC on the right side of the castle's first floor that will heal me. Most of the other NPCs don't do anything. This one do be doing. How do I get in there? Are you the healing mage? Guten Tag, das Spellcraftland lights returned by everything. Oh, almighty gods, may thy light shine upon brave Samus. Oh, thanks, homie. Appreciate you. Alright, so these two pots. 8 gold coin. Chimera wang. Boxer shorts. Here? I'm assuming it's here. Here. West stairs on the first floor. Oaken club and a seated defense. Okay. Up the west stairs on the first floor. Okay, so go across. What did I do this one? Anyway. Over here. We go up these steps. Rooms I cannot get into. There's this barrel. Has the oaken club. And there's this pop. See, that's everything in the castle. All right, we can leave. That's gonna be what this playthrough is for the most part. It's just gonna be a lot of running around, picking up items, going out. I'm probably gonna grind for a good. Oh, let's throw that up there now. I ain't grinding yet, but we going to. Let me make sure that it works. Mostly it's me trying to remember my hotkeys. All right, hand to Jailtown. If you fancy going faster, by holding down circle. I'm doing that this entire time. While walking to pick up the pace, you can also choose to toggle running by visiting the text running settings section of the system settings. Oh, I should probably actually look at that real quick. Miscellaneous. System settings. Battle speed. We're going to turn that to fast. No. And remember commands. Display settings. It's fine. We're going to go normal. Minimap on. Graphics optimized for performance. Though it's a PlayStation 5. Let's put it on graphics for now. I want to see how it runs. Imagine it's I don't. I'm gonna turn sound effects down and voices down by 1. Everything else should be fine. I'm gonna turn treasure chest locations and secret spots on. I know it might be cheating. It's a setting in the menu. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Ooh, I can turn invincibility on. Ooh, baby. Make this an easy run. Let's go. I bet it turns off a bunch of shit. Only applies when playing a Drake quest. Oh, never mind. Alright. Alter confirm buttons. I can switch to the circle if I wanted. We're good. Oh, this bridge life to Jew Castle. Okay. Find this stuff. Cross swords icon. Let's see here. For now, check out the item shop, feather, and equipment shop. Okay. Is there a way for me to look at the map? No. Nope. Okay, so this is my church. This is where we save. You record your progress in an adventure log by praying in a church or by speaking with members of the clergy. Find out in the game does autosave all on its own as well. However, these files are overwritten off. So you save manually from time to time. You can create a maximum of 9 adventure logs. Just remember, fast, fearless adventurers save frequently. I don't know if I've ever heard that acronym before. Yeah, that's fine. Alright. I have to use the restroom real fast. I'll be right back. Okay. Nice, got that. Go have a look at the... Most towns are home to several shops. Some sell weapons and armor, and some deal in items. Their wares vary, so make sure to stop by any new shops you see. Be sure to equip your belongings instead of leaving them to languish in your bag. You do this by going to the equipment. You know how to play an RPG. You know how to play one of your... Let's see here. What do we got? Iron Lance, 660. Let's sell. I'm gonna keep it because I'm fairly certain that this is a solo adventure, but who knows? Maybe you get party members. Who knows? Biddeth thee welcome, Womp. Yeah, I'm inside already. Thanks. Appreciate you, friend. Staying the night at an inn will fully restore your HP and MP. If you find yourself the worse for wear after a bruising battle, head to the nearest inn to relax. Oh, that's right. So this I got for having a save file for Dragon Quest III. This I got for pre-order. Oh, that's fine. Okay, I'll take it. Okay. Anything in the southwest. Okay, the cross near the weapon shop is a seat of life. It's not a cross, it's a trident. I mean, I get what they're trying to say, though. Barrels outside of the inn have 49 gold. And a medicinal herb, it would seem. Out south of the item shop. Item shop here. There's a little boy. Antidote herb. Barrel near Carpenter east of the church, 16 gold. There's a choice. You. Out in the southeast dirt patch. There. Making sure there ain't nothing. 53 golds. Far southeast. Dirt patch has a seed of strength. Hanging back inside the southeast house is a rabbit. Nope. Okay. Yoink. Yoink. Alright, that's everything to gain from here. Time to head out into the wild. Not that way. I am going to save it real fast. I think that would be beneficial to have on record. Sorry, I have the sniffles. It's getting cold outside, and it is that time of year for people to have the sniffles. The sniff. Making sense of maps. You feel a bit lost, press square to look at a map. It'll show your current location and give you a good idea of your surroundings. Traveler tips, a curated collection of useful information can be found in the miscellaneous menu. Be sure to give it a look if you need help with controls or aren't quite sure how to get on with your adventure. More tips will be added as you progress, so make a point of checking for new tidbits. Tidbits? Tidbits? It's supposed to be a D, not titbits. That's fucking funny. I think that's hilarious. I think that's great. I'll say that. Tidbits. Hey, I got a trophy. Alright. Time to grind. Get to level, I don't know, 3. See how fast I can get to level 2. And then we'll determine how much we can. It's just a... Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. Alright, that's all. So I get 2 per slime, and it's 9 to get to the next level. So how's the game running? Looking pretty good. What if I do this again? Switch to performance. Seems to be running a little smoother, and it doesn't look much worse. There is a way to speed this up, right? There is. Okay, so that's 6. 5 left. Anything other than slimes? Got some drakies?
Not today!
Oh, there we go. That's a level up. Okay. Yeah, let's see if we can get to level 5. Let's see how long it takes us to get to level 5. Seems like a good place to be. I won't take too long to get there. I wonder if there's an auto battle button. If there is, I'm just gonna push it. There's not. Can almost do without the barks from the character. Ooh, the butterfly. Only because, like, I'm gonna hear them a lot. And while I am, like, 2 minutes into combat and, like, grinding, I'm gonna see if there's a way I can turn that off. I like it. I like the flair that they're adding. I like that they're giving the character some kind of voice. Ooh, boy. Audio settings. Sucks. Status 27. Next level is okay. Kind of wish that, like, honestly, I kind of wish it was just here, and it would just be like, you until next level, instead of putting it behind another menu. Ooh. Press the digitator. Man, Toriyama's artwork works really well on these sprites. Like, it's just so good. May that man rest in peace. He deserves it. I saw a flow chart for like newbies to RPGs. Someone in one of the discords I'm in made, and I don't agree with a lot of things. Like the one thing that led, like, so there was a very simple path to get to Chrono Trigger, and while I love Chrono Trigger, it is among my 5 favorite games. I still think I prefer like Final Fantasy VI and Xenogears to Chrono Trigger. Further complexity and depth, more than what, in terms of storytelling, more than what Chrono Trigger does. Chrono Trigger's story is good. It's fine. It's pretty straightforward. Well, I mean, it's as straightforward as a time travel story can be. But I don't think there's like necessarily a maturity to it that you get from something like Final Fantasy VI or even Xenogears. And granted, that might be like a 13-year-old sense of maturity that is just pervasive throughout my years. But even still, I find Chrono Trigger is like very light. Even though there is some dark moments, it's a JRPG, of course there's dark moments, but it's very light in comparison to like what Final Fantasy VI and Xenogears. And that's part of why I prefer those two over Chrono Trigger. Though Chrono Trigger has a more engaging experience overall than either of those games do, to be completely honest. Regardless, Chrono Trigger is a good one for. Chrono Trigger is one of those games where it's a good one for like new people to this particular genre, where it's also a bad one for them. It's a good one because it's easy to get into. The story's not overly complicated. Like it does a thing with a time travel story that actually simplifies it to a point of like comprehension, unlike most time travel stories do. And I think that like Chrono Trigger kind of excels in that. And the real problem with Chrono Trigger is well, actually, hold on. So it's good for new people because the story is easy to follow. It's straightforward enough. The characters are all interesting. The combat system is fantastic. Like everything about the sum of Chrono Trigger's parts is great, and it leads to just a generally welcome experience to anyone who enjoys this genre, even if they don't be new, or even if they be experienced. Anyway, the downside to having Chrono Trigger be someone who's new to this genre's first game is that it's so damn good that nothing else will live up to their expectations, or it'll be very few and far between. Then again, it also depends on what they get out of it. Like, if you're looking for a more in-depth story, then Chrono Trigger might not be it for you. You might want something else entirely. You might want more of a Final Fantasy, or even like something that Square or Enix did not. If you're looking for something a bit more lighthearted, then Dragon Quest is for you. But what I got from, anyway, to get to this point, like the flowchart had something like, it was like the split was, it was like, do you like turn-based combat? Do you like classic turn-based, or do you like classic fantasy setting kind of stuff, and blah 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 blah. And the final question was like, do you like Dragon Ball Z? And I think that is a gross simplification of what makes Chrono Trigger compared to Final Fantasy interesting. Like, if somebody was like, yeah, I like Dragon Ball Z, I wouldn't necessarily be like, all right, then you want Chrono Trigger. I'd be like, no, you might want a Dragon Quest. Because Dragon Quest games are funny. Like, generally. They have dark themes and things like that, but like for the most part, Dragon Quest games are lighthearted fare. It's simple, really straightforward, really like engaging. Just kind of like, hey, I'm on a journey to save the world from pure evil, and like it's simple, it's cut and dry. Chrono Trigger is a little more going on. Like, it doesn't have the things that make Dragon Ball Dragon in it, whereas I think Dragon Quest definitely was. And I think a lot of it too is more so like, I think Toriyama's artwork works better in Dragon Quest than it does in Chrono Trigger. Now, don't get me wrong, I think his artwork and his character designs are fantastic. But I would almost recommend a Dragon Quest over Chrono Trigger if somebody liked Dragon Ball. And they were looking for like a more traditional style, Japanese style role-playing game. And I'd be like, yeah, no, play Dragon Quest. And I'd probably say either, if you can, play 9, otherwise play 11. And even to some extent play like 3. The HD-2D game is pretty good. I mean, this seems pretty fine. I wouldn't hesitate recommending this to somebody just based off of like 30 minutes of playing it. I'm grinding until I get to level 5, or I have to take a break. Whichever happens first, around the same time, so it'll probably work. This is just me. I hope you've had a wonderful week. I hope you've had a wonderful month of October. It is now November. There's 2 months left in this year. Holy shit, it feels like it's been forever. Something about the way that the ongoings of the world continue to work seem to make time last forever and then also be very quick, and it does not make any goddamn sense. Maybe we've hit a point in the information age where shit just is happening constantly. So much so that it is difficult to differentiate from whence something did and did not occur. If there are things that happened earlier this year, I'm talking like March or June, that felt like they happened 2 years ago, but also felt like they were from last weekend. And I do not understand how to process that. It just feels not good. It's probably the best way to say it. The world is moving too fast and too slow at the same time. My brain cannot comprehend. But, you know, we just smile and kind of work with it. Try and deal with it as best we can. Getting to level 5 is taking a while. Primarily because I'm getting 6 experience and I have 18 left. 25. I'm not getting a whole lot of experience from fighting stuff. Part of me wishes I knew this map, in this world map, but like I have very little knowledge of Dragon Quest 1. I tried playing it on NES, it didn't make any goddamn sense. I was too young. And was like, I don't want to play Dragon Warrior. Screw that. Game's got a cool cover, but like everything about it is just dumb. And then like by the time I had discovered what Dragon Warrior was, like I personally had already played Final Fantasy and was like, it's which is, to me, it's a much more engaging game. But I don't necessarily think it's it's better than Dragon Quest or Dragon Warrior 1 for sure. Dragon Warrior 1 is really simple in a way that like feels primitive.
Not today.
Oh, that was 10. All right, we're getting better. Better payouts here. No, no. Yeah. This will probably. The Drakies give me 8. They're gonna give me 4, so this is gonna be 12. So I'm gonna need a she slime and a slime. Or press the digitator. I think this is enough. I think he gives me 6. 15. I would take that. How are my stat boosts going? 2 for HP is fine. Strength went up by 4. That's not bad. Agility up by 3. I wonder if these are randomized or if these are like set per level. I hope they're randomized. Cool. Just in time for an ad break. My favorite thing. I might continue to grind to get. How much money do I have? I kind of want to get a better weapon. So I might continue to grind to get that better weapon just to make everything easier going forward. But I will make the decision when I get back from Meist breaks. Into which law wouldst thou record? Oh yeah, I just realized I never propped open my music. I'm gonna continue to play spooky music because it's that time of it's still that time of year, regardless of if Halloween was yesterday. After this weekend, we'll go back to the normal music that I play during my breaks. So yeah, back in a bit. Thanks for hanging. So I completely forgot that I had the elevating shoes and forgot to take them or put them on. Oops. But where that enhances experience with every single step. Bring my luck up. Why not? I don't think I have anything else that I want. Okay. I am going to grind a little bit for some money. I want to buy the stronger weapon so my character just doesn't do damage. I thought it'll make a huge amount of difference, but nice. I need... Shit, I should probably find out how much I need so that I have more of a target. 660. So I want to have at least 700. So I might be doing this for a little bit longer, which is fine. I'm getting experience points, so it's not a big deal. There's more to it than simply... I'm gonna go fight some stuff. Level up right here. Be-dee-dee-dee, boot-dee-doo. And that's pretty reasonable. Ooh, sizable increase to my health and sizable increase to my strength. Snooze and Flame Slash. Look at that. All right, cool. We're gaining abilities. Maybe if we get to level 10 real fast. Just forewarning you. I'm not grinding to level 10. I'll grind until I get my money, and then we'll move on. But yeah, I'm not grinding till level 10. Only 3 gold coins. This is gonna take fucking ever. I guess I could sell some stuff. Like I could sell that oaken club. Not gonna give me much, but I could sell it. That'd be great. It'd be great if it just right after I'd just gotten another 2 experience points. Let's go. We gaining. At least the enemies don't, like, the enemies aren't scaling. They're giving the same amount of experience points as they used to. That's good. Alright, moving further away. How close am I, money-wise? Closer than I thought. I'd still like to get it like 700 before, you know. Oh, I need to go there. Oh, there's a shiny spot. Okay, let's go have a peek see at that. Might as well explore while I'm out here. This way. Killed him in one? Oh boy. Oh. Okay. Oh. So I had a breathe right strip on. I have a hard time breathing through my nose just in general. And it makes sleeping worse because then I wake up with like the driest mouth you've ever had. And, very. Secret spots. The world is full of little secret areas. Just waiting for someone to discover them. These often look a little bit different from their surroundings, so be sure to keep an eye out for them. Stumble upon such a spot and you might find a stash of items or gold coins. If you're lucky, you might find something altogether more special than either. Like people. Wander the land for long enough and thou wilt come across other encampments such as ours. There's a long abandoned village o'er the bridge north and east of here. Explore the mountains further east from there and thou wilt surely stumble across another detachment of our brothers in air arms along. They have escaped the fiend's wrath. Curses. It mattereth not how many we slay, the fiends keep coming. Will we ever feel the warmth of home again, I mean, it's just down the mountain. So we Knights of Tantajo have been tasked with patrolling the lands betwixt Cole and Gallinome. We do so to restore peace to the area by slaying the fiends that haunt it. His strength. There's more here. Money. There's money to be had, and I need to know where it is so that I can snag it. I want some money. Money. Looks like it should be here because this is a well-lit. Money. Now I have enough to go buy my what's it called? Oh shit. No, it's fine. So that's a secret spot. I think I got the rest of it. Did I? Because I don't have the wayfarers. Okay, so along the road northwest of Tantagil's, Chimera's 7 Wings. Oh, up there. I see it. I want the wayfarers. Not that they'll change how my character looks. Because it's Dragon Quest. Oh, hey, look at that. Level 7, baby. How much is it? Like 100 something? Oh shit. Dog suit has like huge leap in. So do the boxers? That doesn't make any damn sense. What? Oh, whatever. I don't want to play as a dog, so we're not going to do dog suit. I'm no longer grinding. I have my monies. And I have my experience points. I am heading back to the first town so I can buy iron thingamabob and really standard iron lance. Yep. I want better armor. No. No. Oh, oops, I meant to equip it. No. Oh, well. Lance. I can... Bag. 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 Do I get anybody? Okay. As I thought. You get no party in this game. What up, Welsh? So that means I can use all of these on myself. And just increase my stats like exponentially. Or at least significantly in the process of early goings. I'm actually going to take off the elevated shoes, I think. No reason to have it on if my character is already super strong. Alright, seems good. No, I'll keep them equipped until I hit level 10, and then we'll take them off. Because at that point, it's not going to matter. It's going to be too much experience points in between levels to where I'm not going to just walk the entire way that it takes to get the level up. Save. Yeah, judge. What do you have to say? Pray, shouldst thou find thyself poisoned or cursed, hie thee to a church, all haste, and treated such ailments may result in. Poison may also, of course, be treated with a magic herb, shouldst thou have one. Man, I think I found them in my exploration of the towns. All right. Time to go and go to where we're actually supposed to. Maybe? Hold on. Yeah, we're gonna go there. Zap and peep. That combination of those two spells together sounds not quite okay. I'm gonna give it a zap peep. Peep zap. Zip zap. Scallywag. Ramalama ding dong. I don't think DQ1 had metal slimes. I think they were introduced in DQ2. Could be wrong. And maybe we find a metal slime later on. Anything else here for me? Nope. There's one down there. Seems to be there. Real quick. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is the map, the second map in DQ3. So in DQ3, you start in an overworld, and then you enter another world. And this is the map. It's Elfgard, which is the land of the first game. Right or left? Ooh, 2 prestidigitators. Take you out quickly. One ran away. Rats. A rat skull? Rat skull, that's a good name. It's a good name. It's a good name. I like the puns in the Dragon Quest universe. Staying on top of statuses. All kinds of icons can pop up next to the character's name in battle, which symbolize temporary changes to your attributes, with buffs and debuffs and entries. A gander if you fancy learning. You don't. You can store all kinds of objects in your seemingly bottomless bag. That said, you won't be able to rummage through the item or equipment bags while in a fight, no matter how neatly you pack. In short, if you think you'll need to call on something in a battle, keep it in your person. Okay. At last we arrive at Erdrick's Hollow. It was no easy feat to reach it. Our onward journey will be little easier, I fear. The hero's grave lieth in the cavern's deepest reaches, or so the legends tell. Let us forget this folly and return homeward. We barely made it thus far in one piece. Do we really mean to dive headlong into further danger? Comfort. Now is not the time to lose heart. Together there is no hardship we might not overcome. Aye. Gird up thy loins. Here's where our adventure truly begins. Thou art a warrior, it seemeth. Seekest thou too the grave of the holy hero of legend? Yes. Just as I thought. When once again the fiends appear, to hero's tomb retire, therein the hero's power for thine own self to acquire. Thou wert led here by the old adage, wert thou not? As were we. Which maketh us rivals. This being so, allow me to proffer a piece of advice. Look out behind thee! Quickly, we must not allow him to reach the grave before us. Must we really resort to such underhanded means? How else is our esteemed rival to learn that a true hero must learn to see through such simple ruses? Come! Actually, we're supposed to go somewhere else first. Enchanted parchments adorned with wisdom that allow their readers to learn new spells and special spells. However, reader be warned, one can read them only once before they crumble into dust. Okay, well, I want to go... I need to go to the Wayfarer's Chapel. Which is... I may have grinded too much. If I'm being honest. Which is fine. Oh yeah, no, okay, so this guide has me doing a whole bunch of shit before going to Erdrick's Hollow. So I'm gonna run around and do stuff in the map before I do that. Our inn, Weary Traveler. It's 16 gold for night. No, I'm good for right now. Thank you. And I could save there. Locked door. There's things for me to get here. Pot in the inn, which is up here. Get some musk. Musk. Bags on the wall in the inn. Ah, yes. Eater stamina. And 83 gold. Item. What am I doing on health? Oof. Oh, my butt hurts. Alright, before we head to Erdrick's Hollow, we'll go ahead and explore the area around it first. Gallenholm is a town in the far northwest of the world map, so basically we'll explore the northwest continent first before heading to our objective. Okay. Oh, oops, that's fine. Ooh, I can get a mini medal. I really want to collect them. Like many other Dragon Quest games, mini medals return in Dragon Quest 1 and 2 HD-2D Remake. These are collectibles that can be turned in for unique items and equipment later in the game. There are 40 total mini medals in the Find in DQ1, and this guide will point them out as we go. Okay. Just for kind of clarity, I am using the walkthrough on RPGsite.net. I like their walkthroughs for these retro games. I use them for all of the Final Fantasy games, the retro or the pixel remasters. Because unlike saying something like, "Hey," they don't give you like tactics for boss fights or anything like that, which I like that they don't do that, because that's one of the things that I actually enjoy kind of figuring out myself the tactics used in combat. Um, so I like a guide that doesn't do that. It really just tells you where items are and like where to go. So you can't really. Now, granted, this particular game seems to have some pretty straightforward accessibility options in terms of like, would you like to know where to go at all times? Would you like to see secret spots on the map? Things like that. It's like, yeah, okay, cool, thanks. Not secret spot. Yeah, secret spots. Doesn't have shiny spots, just secret spots. And it will show, I think, treasure on the map as well. If I'm not mistaken. I think I'm gonna try and play through Edric's Hollow. I think that'll probably be my main objective today. I have a Halloween party tonight, so I do not know if I will stream tomorrow. I might. This is the perfect kind of game to stream with while you're kind of hungover because like it's really, really, really kind of like I don't have to think much, which is weird to say about like a JRPG because it's like, well, you should think about those, shouldn't you? And it's like, it's ridiculous. But like it's really relaxing, kind of just like chill, run around, get into some fights, do some stuff. It's 348 experience points to get to level 10. Yep, elevated shoes are coming off after level 10 because that's just a lot of steps. That doesn't help me very much. Then again, like I could just continue to. It should be fine. I don't know. I'll make the decision. For now, it looks like I'm just grinding. I'm not. I'm looking for stuffs. Okay, so I'm heading there. That town? They want me to go to that town? Okay, all right, we're gonna go to that town. Well, and there's some stuff here that I missed. There's a shiny spot south of here that has 2 Dazzle Me Knots. It's just below where the screen is right now. I'm way off in that. Couple Dazzle Me Nuts, and then this is going to have a Seed of Agility and 2 Antidotal Herbs. Nice. Let's see. Here's the secret spot. Ooh. Liquid slime. Or bubble slime, sorry. Only 8 experience points is that? I was expecting better from them. Uma Laos. Humaulus? Humaulus. Mini metal. On your adventure, you may come across some shiny trinkets known as mini metals. These can be traded for all kinds of wonderful prizes with a certain someone who is maximally mad about amassing mini metals. All right. Got my thing. Ooh. East of Gallenholm, south. I think maybe not. Haven't got it. We'll keep the shoes on until I find something better to replace them with, I guess. Map. Okay, so northeast of Secret Spot has a shiny spot. There it is. I see it. I think I saw it twinkling. Yeah, there it is. Unless this is the one that's east of Gallenholm and south. Two medicinal herbs. Fantasy strength. Yeah. And then, in which case, there's another one south of there. It has a turban. 44 or 200 something gold. Ooh, you're new. And you're dead. Feels good, man. Okay, hold on. So the secret spot's there. It's northeast of the secret spot? And I haven't got it already? Did I just kind of miss it? Huh, weird. Aw, you sucked my magic. Too bad I haven't used any of it yet. Did I get a turtle? No. So there's a shiny spot that I've just missed. Interesting. That's fine. I don't particularly care, to be honest. Still, you'd think I would see it, but it should be like here somewhere. I haven't got it because I don't have a turban in my hand. Run away. I should probably musk up because it'll keep things away from me. Unless it's like immediate. There it is. Yeah, it's like immediate. Holy shit. Okay. Does the turban do anything for me? Yep. Granholm, and then we'll go back to Erdrick's Hollow. Galenome. Roadside Inn as well. Maybe hit that up. Items in the item shop and equipment shop here can be quite expensive. Don't worry about affording these yet. You can get through the early dungeons without these items with ease. We are simply visiting the town a little bit early. Want to get rid to grind for money? That's best done around Cole to the east, which we'll visit shortly. I'm just curious as to how much some of this shit costs. Because I don't really have a whole lot of money because I spent it on my Iron Lance. But what do we got here? Ooh. Okay. That's pretty nice. Ooh, bronze shield. Chainmail? Chainmail. 2. Oh. Makes me the magic number. I got, so I work in the school photography industry. That's probably the best way to put it. So I know, as a 41-year-old man who has no children and is single, I know of the 6'7" meme pretty intimately, or at least well enough to know what it is and that the kids seem to love. It makes me mad and sad for one reason and one reason only. 69 has always been that number, or at least it has been for most of my adult life. Because of its implications, because it's the sex number, yes. Like, so of course it's like, yeah, okay, 69, nice. But like, one of the things that I've always kind of wanted is just whenever anybody hears 69, somebody in that vicinity just kind of says, nice. Not like indicating anything sexual or anything in particular, just I think 69 should always be met with a nice. Like, just nice. Like, it's funny to me. And then I see 6'7" and kids freaking out, and it's just like, well, you're 2 numbers off. Just grow up a little bit, and it was 6'9", and be 13 forever like I am. Yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna buy some chainmail because it makes my defenses 16. So that's, yeah, always kind of been like my thing about. I know that's not. Never mind. Forget what I was gonna say. I like 6'9". I think it's funny. 69. Seed of Wisdom. 66 gold. Right there. Meow. Yeah, you're gonna steal one of them. Your cat will do that. Cabinets and in. Oh, there's boxer shorts and leather armor with a U. Because it's British. Euclid. Hot on Western Pier. Mini Metal number 3. Bookshelf in the Southwest House. Safe passage scroll. 122 bucks. All right, we're good. Oh shit. Nice. So I guess the nice thing about this game is that, like, because there's no party, I can just, as soon as I get like items that increase anything, I can just use them and not have to worry about it. All right, let's buy some stuff here. What do these earrings do? Adorable earrings that provide a boost to wearer's defensive powers. I do see a problem with that. Okay. Chimera wings. Let's buy one more. I don't know if I have zoom yet. I should look to see. Never mind, I didn't buy one. It's fine. Spiels. Do not have zoom. Fuck. Yeah, let me buy one more. Wayward sheep with the great shepherds. How might I? Alright. I'm gonna quick run ads while I take a bathroom break. And then I'll come back, we'll finish exploring a little bit, and then we'll do Erdix Hollow, and then I will probably stop for the morning. So yeah. Appreciate you hanging out. I shall return momentarily. Would help if I read the text after I saved. But ain't nobody. Alright. A couple places I need to hit up real fast that I haven't. There's the roadside inn. And then there's like another shiny spot up here. I think that was the last one. I got that. Did I get that? I might. To the roadside inn. More so, I'm tagging everything because then it makes it easier to like traverse between areas. Because I can use Chimera wings, zoom whenever I get that. I think it's I want to say it's probably like level 13. I think the level cap in this game is like 25. If I'm not mistaken. I'm pretty sure that Dragon Quest 1 has a pretty small level cap. Like because it is a solo adventure, they don't expect it to grind to level like. Who knows? It just might make the game like super simple, you know? Spend a couple hours grinding like what feels like needlessly, but you know, I'm having fun. Like, it's relaxing, it's chill. I mentioned this in the past. Like, as I've gotten older, I find grinding in a game like this to be kind of cathartic. Like it just feels nice. Do I think it's like the best use of my time? No. No. But you know what? It makes me happy. So like, who cares? Dost thou mean to venture southwards thyself? Yeah. Then thou wilt surely encounter not just rogues, but vicious fiends also. I would counsel thee. Think again. No, I'll just steal what's in these barrels then. And I'm going to 32. God damn. Oh. What I was gonna say. It doesn't matter, I guess. Can I use? So, done all that. Now it wants me to go through, which I will do. Can I use a Chimera Wing to go do this again? I just didn't want to walk. That's all. I don't need to. I am leveled up enough. It's fine. Yeah, I'm tagging all of these towns, these areas that I can travel to because it makes it easier to just dip back and forth between them with my Astro. Ah, hero learns Zoom at level 13. Okay, so I got a couple levels to go before I get to that point. Let us show you. So we've got 1, 2, 3 chests. That's the best way to go about this. Go down and to the left, get that chest, go down and to the left a little bit, get that chest, go back up. We're gonna do that. Oh, we're gonna run away. Excuse me, I talked to you. Am I lost? Surely not. I need only think. Sandstorm. Dibby dibby dip. Dibby dibby dip. Actually, I don't really remember the rest of Sandstorm music. All I know is dibby dibby dip. The Rudes. Okay. Okay, I remember now. Thanks YouTube for filling me in, and it's kind of a bob. Not gonna lie. As someone who really detested early 2000s techno, it's really actually something don't even know if Darude is from early 2000s. It just sounds like something from the 2000s. Dark, it frighteneth me. What I would not give to be safely home. Then just fucking leave, lady. Down I go. We've got 1, 2, 3 chests. Actually, pretty small little dungeon here. Like it. So one of the things with the original game is the dungeons were dark. And like, you didn't know where you were going, you could get lost. Genuinely. But thanks to modern technology, they don't have to do that. Unless they choose to do that to you. In which case I say, boo, you're making your game unfun. For many. And very fun for very few. Frightened? Me? Nonsense. I'm merely resting. Dude, it ain't that bad down here. Like, the music makes it seem way worse than it actually... Oh, hey, it's Slime. Thou scarest me not, Slime. Have at thee. He's sleeping. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, sorry. Just like me to goo and fall asleep with my eyes wide open. I'm not a bad Slime, really. I just like a midday snooze now and again. Magic water. Medicinal herb. 103 gold coins. Mini metal. West chest. Do. Another Chimera Wang. It's an ancient-looking gravestone. The inscription is faint, but Samus can just about make it out. I am Erdrick. Heed me well, bearer of my blood, heir to my destiny. You would reach the evil island visible from Tantagil's shores. You will require the 3 sacred artifacts. Gather them, and you may yet cross to that accursed isle and destroy the source of all evil, as I too did so long ago. Before my passing, I entrusted the 3 objects to 3 great sages. The fates have been kind, the descendants guard them still. When evil rules the ill-starred isle once more, gather the hallowed triad and strike a blow for the cause of light. No doubt those of the line of the sages await you somewhere in this world. Seek them out. The journey before you is a perilous one indeed. To that end, let me impart to you my greatest secret. Halt! Thou shalt not claim the hero's power. 'Twill be ours and no others. Can you even read it? At last, we've found it. Mighty Erdrick's grave, and on it, its very own words. Let's see. Though the darkness grows strong, the light is ever stronger. Take courage in it and go forth. For this is the hero's greatest power, unwavering courage in the face of seemingly insurmountable hardship. Courage. That is all it saith. Come, there must be more. The location of a mighty sword or the secret of legendary magic. There is not. Curse it all. So the ancient adage was naught but a lie. No. Courage is perhaps not, after all, what enabled us to prevail thus far, if not courage. Courage and just a little underhandedness. Forgive us. In our desperation for the hero's power, we did not comport ourselves as we perhaps should have done. Please understand, 'tis the desire for vengeance that driveth us so. Our village was the fiends attacked, and precious little now remaineth. I get it. What is it? It's Mormont? Yet it is as I fear, 'tis not the place of the likes of us to claim the might of heroes. Come, let us return home. But if the fiends are not stopped, the evil will engulf the world. Surely someone must stand against them as mighty Erdrick once did. Yeah, hi, hello, I'm right here. You idiots do realize I came here by myself and made it all the way here by myself. More closely at the gravestone. Part of it is covered in moss. He brushes away the moss and finds another inscription. Further inscription. Blood of my blood, child of my children, seek out the sphere of light, by whose power the darkness might be banished and the fiends repelled. I have entrusted it to the care of the king of Tantagio. Join forces with whomever of his line now sits upon the throne. See that its blessing is brought to bear. For it is lost. For if it is lost, the world will be plunged into darkness once more. Treasure it. It shall be your salvation. Back to the king we go. Alright, out we go. There, why don't you Chimera Wing?
Man. I want to show my manliness and just walk out of here like nothing happened. Because nothing did happen. I just killed a bunch of stuff. Gathered some treasures and made my way to find out the truth of the matter.
Go north, or I don't go. I need to go east or west. Nope, I was right. All right. The North Center continent in the world map, east of Wayfarer's Chapel. Do this before Erdrick's Hollow if you want to. Stop by Forgotten Ruins, just east of the river. All right, so we're gonna go. Oh, so the only way to get to there is to go about it. Oh, God, okay, that's kind of yes. Yeah, okay, this is fine. It cuts in the first time you enter the bridge heading to the northeastmost continent, which is that one. Just east of the river, I'm assuming. River, oh, it must be that down there. Got it. Either way, to the east. Away we go. Boobity doo boo doo doo. Hold on. 11? Oh, I'm close to level 12. Pretty sure I grabbed all the shiny spots here. Maybe I did. Ooh, evac and drag slash. Alright, evac's good because that means I can get out of dungeon instead of walking out like a man. I can walk out like a chump. Alright, we gotta go down there. There's stuff to be had.
Not today!
Hmm. Yeah, we're going down here. I'll look at it. Oh. Putrefido. Now, Melmond is Final Fantasy. Part of me wants to walk through there, but I think I'll die. Maybe I will. Got some healing herbs. I can use those. Got ruins already. I think I don't spend time in the poison swamp. It hurts a bit. I probably wouldn't make it. I'll stop at the Wayfarer's Chapel. I'll make my way to the Forgotten Ruins. Or just past, and then maybe save, and then call it good for the morning. I know it's only been 2 hours. I feel like I've made reasonable progress in this. Even though I'm only just begun to live. White lace and promises, and a kiss for luck. I don't know. Sorry. Oh, I had a joke this morning. I woke up and I looked at my mother and I was like, I have a joke that's in my head that I need to get out of my head. I want to put it out into the world right now. If I could turn back time, I'd do it at 2 a.m. this morning to recognize daylight savings time. Don't forget to set your clocks back an hour tonight, as that time of year. There are odd helps I can help. No, thank you, ma'am. Wait. Alright, so we're gonna cross this bridge. There should be. Bungool! It's got smacked. Bungool found out I'm a fun guy. Hello, friend. Who are you? La 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 la. Oh, the roll. The dying sun. The gloaming glow. Long lost in home I once did know. And thou art Sem, an admirer of my work, perhaps? Yes. Oh ho ho! And thou hast pursued me all the way here. Thou art tenacious indeed, and plainly a fellow obsessed. I am, of course, Zalin, descendant of Garin, he of the golden voice, storied bard of legend. But I mean not to rest on the laurels of mine ancestor, virtuoso though he was. I mean to strike out on my own, to seek out new veins of song as yet unmined. Though the climb I face is an uphill one, 'tis said that all Elfgar did shed a tear at the beauty of my forebear's fabled voice. Can such tales truly be based in fact? Perhaps, can such feats be bettered? Only time will tell. Alas, I find myself somewhat uninspired. Though I once reveled in rebellion and subverting that for which Galen was so well loved, I tread that path no longer. I seek inspiration instead of the opposite, in following in his footsteps and those of mighty Erdrick, with whom he was so famously firm friends. And in the course of said following, I have heard quite the rumor. It seemeth that there is a place somewhere in Eilifgar, deeply connected to the hero of old, inextricably and deeply tied to Erdrick's legend. And so I journey in search of it. Alas, I am no closer to finding it than I was when I first set out. That thou art come here to this place doth surely signify that thou art man well-travelled, good Samus. Shouldst thou happen across such a place on thy travels, pray inform me of it. My wanderings, too, take me hither and yon. Our paths will surely cross again. Until then, friend, adieu. As he runs away. Alright, so begins the Zalin side quest. Is there anything here? Carolyn South House, heavy metal, and Mirror. That it? Oh yeah, okay. All right. To man, that's the nearest town. Is all the way up there. We're gonna go back to the Wayfarer's Chapel, and we'll go further exploring next time. I hope will be tomorrow morning, and I'll try and put a little more time in tomorrow. I just need things today. Party's not until much later, but I have things to accomplish before then. All right, solid 2 hours of play. I've enjoyed my time with it. You know what? This is the type of thing that I exactly what I wanted. Thy deeds have been successfully. Does thou mean to continue with online adventure at this point? No. I call upon those who God and guide us to allow this faithful lamb to rest in peace. Press the X button to return to the title screen. Yeah. Anyway. To hear. I need to turn the game off because it is loud. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Thanks for joining me and thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate it. Happy November. Happy 2 months left in the year. I will hopefully be back tomorrow morning with more of this. Again, I've been having a hard time like finding games to stream because like the last few that I've tried, Trails into Reverie, like I enjoyed it, but like I just got kind of bored with it. You know, it was boring, and I didn't really want to continue playing. I don't even remember what I played before that, but it just didn't keep me occupied. And like, granted, this is not super engaging either, but it's just enough. And there's the history behind it, and like the look of it works on me in a way that like makes me feel like a basic bitch. Because I mean I am, but still. So yeah, I don't know. So I enjoyed my time with it, and I can spend a couple hours just playing through this slowly. Kind of the same thing that happened with Suikoden. Like Suikoden 1 was kind of dull as well, but like I don't know, Suikoden 1 was a lot more dull than this. This is just fine. This is just fine game. It's fine game. Fine game. Got no problems. I look forward to kind of clearing it within hopefully soon. There's only like a handful of things to do. Let's see here. Yeah, there's 9. I'm doing air quotes, quote unquote 9, and then that's not even quote unquote. There's 9, like listings of things to do in this guide that I'm looking at. Some of them have more going on than others, and the final dungeon seems to be pretty big in comparison. But I think we'll make do. I think the game will be just fine. I think it'll be not necessarily cake, but I think it will be a very comfortable playthrough. And I'm very happy about it. I'm looking forward to playing more of this. I'm finding that I enjoy the Dragon Quest games as I progress in age a little bit because they're simpler. Simpler times call for simpler things, you know. And I think this is the last of the games that I have planned for this year in terms of like upcoming releases that I've purchased. Oh no, Octopath Traveler in December. So I play through this month, and then we got Octopath Traveler 0 next month. Yeah. All right. I'm kind of hyped for that. I have no idea what it's about, what kind of game it is. I know it's Octopath Traveler, and I think there's some base building, which is not my favorite thing, but it is what it is. But like, give me these HD-2D games. Like, people can have their problems with them. I love them. I think they're great. And like, I love the Octopath Traveler games, so I'm looking forward to it. Either way. That'll do it for me. Thanks again. Hope you have a good rest of your weekend. Hope you'll stop by in the future. And like I said, I should be back tomorrow, but I make no promises. Maybe I'm too hungover. Who knows? Either way, until next time, farewell.